everyone, coming up on R&B Reviews, the entire Guardians of the Galaxy team, Star-Lord aka Peter Quill, Gamora, Rocket, Groot, and Drax are back for more action, swearing, classic rock, pop culture references, and working together as a team in Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Thank you very much for checking out R&B Reviews. Now, some of you may know that I wasn't really the biggest fan of the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, although I found the team and some elements to be entertaining. With this sequel, once again, the characters bring their adult humor and, I guess you can say, bromance of making cracks about each other here. The actors who played the Guardians, again, one of the things I liked about the first film that I liked here was they have great chemistry together. You know, Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Bautista, they really work very well together and they play off each other very well. And another plus that I saw with this movie was that the supporting characters that appeared in the first film and have come back here seem to have much more depth to them, such as Nebula, played by Karen Gillan. I thought she was a weak element in the first film, but here she's got more to do, and I think her performance was much better. And of course, another example was Yondu. He's the blue-skinned Ravager. He's played by Michael Rooker, and he's the one that kidnapped and raised Quill. And here they give him a sort of, subplot and story to go off of, and I think he was much better here as well. Like the previous Marvel films, there's veteran actors in the cast, including Kurt Russell as Ego, and Sylvester Stallone puts in an appearance as Yondu's former Conrad. His character feels that Yondu betrayed the Ravager Code. And one of the things that I liked about this film was that it has a much more serious side to go along with the humor. I felt like there was a lot more obstacles for the Guardians to go through this time around. The Guardians, the movie itself has some very well done action scenes, and never once during this movie did I think that there was a boring movement. Everything moved at a good pace, it was full of tension, and even though there were a lot of subplots in the film, I like that they all kind of got a chance to develop and nothing felt underwhelming. Sometimes when you do a movie where there's all these different subplots going on, there's usually one, maybe two, that doesn't get the development that it deserves. But here, I think everything, everything I felt invested in all the subplots, like you get the story about Peter wanting to learn more about his parentage, and Nebula wanting revenge against her father, Thanos, and much, much more. My only complaint with this movie that I had with the first film as well is that some of the costumes were a little bit over the top for my taste, especially the alien race, the Sovereigns, who are all gold. They got gold hair, gold skin, and, gold costumes, and they look like they walked out of the 1980s Flash Gordon movie. But one of the things, I think I enjoyed this movie much more than the first film. I thought it was entertaining. I liked how the Guardians' relationship has grown, and I liked how all these different subplots connected, and I think that the characters have much more depth to them this time around. And I think for many of them, I cared for, for these characters much more. And spoiler alert, in case you haven't seen the movie, one criticism that I seem to find with some movie reviewers is that the Guardians are sometimes, split up for a period of time in the movie. That didn't really bother me that much. I felt like it gave me a chance to see the characters kind of, develop themselves on their own. And, it was kind of nice to see them, take up these challenges. I mean, and plus, at the beginning of the movie, they're on a mission together, so you do get some scenes where they're all together and working together. But for me, I would definitely recommend Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I personally thought it was much better than the first one. And like other Marvel movies, there's, scenes during the credits. There isn't just like a mid-credit and then an end-credit scene. There's like mid-credit scenes throughout the credits. I think there's like maybe 4 or 5 of them. So make sure you stick around right to the end to see that. Alright, well that's my review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Go ahead and post your comments about the movie if you've seen it, and if you're interested, come check out the page and look at some other videos, and if you're interested, consider being a subscriber. Thanks for watching.